Hello friends, today let's discuss the topic attitude is attitude in unit 1. So coming to the word attitude, what is the meaning of attitude? Attitude means the behavior of a person. So here you can see images of three persons. Do you know who are they? Let's discuss about them one by one. The first one is Sudha Chandran. She is a world famous dancer now. She lost her right leg in a car accident when she was just 17 years old, but she didn't stop her way to success. She vulcanized a rubber leg to her right leg and danced further. She didn't stop practicing her dance, and finally she became a world famous dancer in a traditional dance, that is Bharatanatyam. Now let's come to the another one, that is he is none other than Stephen Hawking. He got paralyzed his body at a very young age. He had a interest in black holes, so he went on doing research in black holes, and he discovered many new facts about black holes and became a world famous scientist. But unfortunately he died in 2018. So we have lost a great scientist. Now the other one is Helen Keller. She have lost her eyesight at a very young age, but she didn't stop. She had a passion in teaching, so she completed graduation on teaching and she became a famous teacher. She is a great inspiration for many of the people today. So friends, we are seeing many disabled persons becoming a great persons. So you have understood that today we are going to discuss about Nick Vujicic. Nick Vujicic was a torso. Torso means a person without arms and legs. Generally, we hug our loved ones with our hands. We pick up things with our hands. And we eat food with our hands. And coming to legs, we run and walk with our legs. But just imagine if you don't have any arms and legs. You cannot hug your loved ones and you cannot scratch your arm when you feel itchy, and you cannot walk from one point to other point. It's very horrible. It was experienced by Nick Vujicic. He was born in Melbourne, Australia, but now he lives in Los Angeles. When Nick was born, her mother could not take him into her arms for 4 months, and when his dad saw him, he went out of the hospital to vomit. His disability came without any medical explanation, a rare occurrence called phocomelia. Nick and his parents spent many years asking why this cruel trick would happen to them. So, Nick was born without arms and legs, but these details didn't stop him. He learned to play football and golf, and he also learned to swim and surf in water. Despite having no limbs, Nick has a small foot on his left hip which helps him to balance and enables him to kick a ball. He uses his one foot to type and write with a pen and pick up things between his toes. He called this as a chicken drumstick. His parents decided not to send him to a special school. Despite the risk of being bullied, his parents insisted Nick on attending a mainstream school like the school we are studying now. When Nick was just 18 months old, his dad put him in the water and gave the courage to learn how to swim. Nick's father was a computer programmer and an accountant, and he had taught his little son how to type with his toe, and at just 6 years old, His mom invented a special plastic device that meant he could hold a pen and pencil. Nick was teased and bullied. He had an electric wheelchair for mobility and a team of carers to help him. He was deeply depressed when he was in 8 years old. He went to his mom crying and saying her I wanted to kill him myself. I felt cold and bitter. I hated God for doing this to me and was terrified of what would happen when my parents aren't there to look after me, he thought. I could brush my own teeth with a wall mounted brush and wash my own hair with a pump action soap, but there are so much things that was impossible for me, says Nick. At age of 10, Nick tried to drown himself in the bathtub, but luckily the attempt was unsuccessful. He thought that there was no purpose when you lack purpose and strength. It is hard to hold on. But with the help of his religion, friends, and family, Nick managed to pull through to become an international symbol of triumph over diversity. When I was 13, I read a newspaper article about a disabled man who had managed to achieve great things, and helped others, said Nick. At that time, I realized why God had made me like this, to give hopes to others. It was so inspirational to me that I decided to use my life to encourage other people and give them the courage that the article had given me, said Nick. From then, he decided to be thankful for what he have, but not to be angry for what he don't. He looked at his eyes in the mirror and thought no one could take the beauty of my eyes, so he wanted to concentrate on something good that he had. The challenges in our life are there to strengthen our convictions. They are not there to run us over, said Nick. In 1990, Nick won the Australian Young Citizen Award of his bravery and perseverance. Nick was a modest person, but he gets the marriage proposals from women all the time. He would love to get married and start a family, but he is waiting for a right girl for coming along. And once he shared a funny moment in his life with us. And once I was going in a car and a girl at traffic lights was looking at me interestingly. She could not see my head, so I decided to do a 360-degree spin in the car seat to freak her out. She got afraid and she sped off really quickly, said Nick, laughingly. Nick began traveling the world, and in 2008 he went to Hawaii and met a surfing master, Bethany Hamilton, who had her arm bitten off by a shark when she was 12 years old. She was amazing, said Nick. She taught me how to surf and I was terrified at first, but once I got up there it felt absolutely fantastic and I caught some waves pretty well, said Nick. Nick quickly learned how to do the 360-degree spin on his board, a feat that got him on the cover of Surfer magazine within 48 hours. No one has ever done this in the history of surfing, he said, but I have a very low center of gravity, so I've got pretty good balance. He said he has visited different countries all over the world. The football fan is now a motivational speaker and has traveled over 24 countries, speaking to groups of up to 110,000 people. He moved to Los Angeles 2 years ago in 2007 and plans to continue to travel the world. If I fail, I try again and again. If you fail, are you going to try again? The human spirit can handle much worse than we realize. It matters how you are going to finish. Are you going to finish strong? Said Nick. If I can encourage just one person, then my job in this life is done. This is the motto of Nick Vujicic. So friends, this is the life history of Nick Vujicic. Thank you for watching.